BABYMONSTER's latest release, Hot Sauce, has stirred up quite a debate among fans and listeners. Known for their powerful performances and edgy concepts, this digital single took a noticeably lighter, more playful approach that caught many off guard. While some appreciated the catchy, fun vibe and fresh styling, others criticized the song's simplicity, lyrics, and overall execution. Here's a closer look at the community's varied reactions and critiques surrounding Hot Sauce. Welcome back to Hallyu Heat, your go-to for the hottest takes in K-pop. Today, we're diving into three big fan discussions. BABYMONSTER's new track Hot Sauce, which has fans seriously divided. Bailey Sok's Korean Fluency sparking mixed reactions post-debut. And RIIZE and the debate over their so-called lack of concept. Let's break it all down. No filters, just facts. BABYMONSTER's latest digital single Hot Sauce has sparked a wide range of reactions within the fan community. Many expressed disappointment, noting that the track and its music video felt underwhelming compared to previous releases. The simplicity of the MV was a frequent point of critique, with some saying it resembled more of a performance video than a fully realized comeback concept. The lyrics were described as kind of cringe, especially lines like red, yellow, green, which some listeners felt made the song sound childish rather than playful. I expected a song more like Click Clack, which I didn't really like either, or Drip, since I didn't have time to watch the teasers. The playful and lighthearted vibe didn't land for everyone. Some fans were caught off guard by the change in tone, as Hot Sauce diverges from BABYMONSTER's usually edgier or more intense tracks. However, not all feedback was negative. A few appreciated the song's fun and catchy nature, with one stating, "I love it. It's just a fun song and it's very catchy. It serves its purpose." The simplicity in styling and bright visuals were also well received as a fresh and accessible look compared to the group's previous, more complex concepts. I think it's a digital single, not a comeback. Personally, I liked the playful vibe. It's a chill song with a simple MV compared to the rest of their MV. Yet, there was frustration about the overall direction and use of the group's evident talent. Critics lamented the short runtime and questioned the quality control behind the release, with one fan bluntly stating, "Crazy how out of their entire discography, they have two good songs, stop wasting their talent." The rap performance was generally praised, but this wasn't enough to salvage the song for some listeners, who felt it didn't showcase the group's full potential. All that talent to come up with this, another less than 3-minute song that sounds like squirrels in my pants? The rap delivery was solid, but the song is a miss. Interestingly, the food-themed concept drew mixed reactions, with some listeners realizing they aren't fans of such motifs in general, even if the song itself was well executed. One remarked, "Between this, ice cream gnarly and spicy, I've realized that I just really don't like food-themed songs," which isn't really a criticism. Nothing wrong with a fun song for the summer. Overall, Hot Sauce sits as a divisive entry in BABYMONSTER's discography. Some appreciate its lightheartedness and styling, while others feel it falls short of the group's potential and prior artistic achievements. The simplicity of the concept and lyrics seem to have disappointed fans, expecting a more mature or innovative comeback. Bailey Sok's Korean fluency, or perceived lack thereof, has become a talking point following her debut with alldayproject. As a Korean American born and raised in Orange County, California, many fans had not heard her speak Korean prior to her idol career. Her limited use of Korean during group content and variety appearances has raised questions, particularly after a noticeably quiet appearance on Zip Daesung. She still mostly uses English with a sentence or two of Korean here and there. Though Bailey has addressed not growing up speaking Korean, and despite spending time in Korea as a trainee, fans are divided on whether her current language ability is reasonable. Some are frustrated by what they view as a lack of conversational fluency, especially given her professional setting. She was a trainee for a while, and she still seems to struggle with everyday conversation. Her label should have provided more structured language support. Others argue that learning a language as an adult, especially under the pressure of training and debuting, is far more complicated than some suggest. Comparisons to other idols often oversimplify the challenges of language acquisition, and don't account for individual learning differences or schedules. This is the I'm justified in hounding ex-idol for not improving their vocals, because Liceo did it quickly, so why can't they? Thing all over again. Footage from variety shows and vlogs does show her using Korean occasionally, even if she slips into English when she lacks vocabulary. One viewer noted a moment from Annie Moon's vlog where Bailey didn't recognize the Konglish phrase dancing machine, only understanding when Annie clarified with the equivalent Korean word. She was speaking Korean in both. You can definitely tell that she's not fluent, but she is putting in the effort. Some questioned why her fluency hasn't improved more quickly after spending years in Korea. Others suggested she might be more capable than she lets on, perhaps holding back out of concern for making mistakes or being judged harshly. She's probably better than she says in interviews, to not raise expectations. Still, not all responses were constructive. Some expressed skepticism and rigid standards for language development, while others criticized the conversation itself, calling it overly nitpicky and indicative of a broader trend of unfair scrutiny toward alldayproject. Her debut is countable in days. Let's see where she gets to when that's months. Bailey is not yet fluent. That is evident. What's less certain is how much of the criticism is focused on language ability. Some may be responding to perceived shortcomings. Others may be reacting to broader expectations. She is a rookie idol working in a foreign country. She is still early in a highly public career. RIIZE's identity has sparked consistent debate, with many fans unsure what their concept really is, if they even have one. Under SM Entertainment, a company known for debuting tightly branded groups like EXO, Red Velvet, and aespa, RIIZE stands out for launching without a strong conceptual or sonic foundation. Their earliest releases, Memories, Siren, Get a Guitar, and Talk Sexy span genres without a unifying visual or musical thread. SM has described their sound as emotional pop. Many fans like myself found that explanation to be rather vague. While groups like NCT have been known for noise-driven experimentalism or aespa for their AI-centric world-building, RIIZE's image was more grounded and casual. Executive director Lee Sang-min later confirmed this was by design. He wanted RIIZE to come off as natural and influencers in real life, opting for accessibility over mystique. This direction has been divisive, especially among Korean fans who felt the label was using vagueness to mask weak planning. RIIZE's concept seemed to just be a group of cool guys you'd want to be friends with. A major criticism was the reliance on samples. Siren, Get a Guitar, and Love 119 all borrow from older tracks, which some saw as a shortcut rather than a creative choice. Still, these tracks performed well commercially, helping RIIZE rise quickly in fifth-gen popularity. I personally felt like the reliance on samples was a rather lazy route to take, especially for an SM group. The group's first mini-album drew more skepticism for its inconsistency. Though some fans liked individual songs, others felt it lacked cohesion. The perception that the group was musically directionless only grew, despite praise for certain B-sides. I haven't listened to their new album, but it felt like two different albums, and not in a way that seemed intentional. Outside their fandom, some listeners argue that the lack of a fixed concept may be the concept, with each song feeling different but rooted in themes of youth or self-discovery. RIIZE has been framed by casual fans as a reflection of real adolescence, uncertain, ever-changing, and deeply human. I actually feel like the exploration of different genres, not having a consistent sound, is their concept. The beauty of youth. Some see this as a strength in an era where other groups often pretend to be hyper-polished from day one. But many remain unconvinced that the group's approachability makes up for what feels like conceptual vagueness. While RIIZE's early success is undeniable, the conversation about their identity and whether it's intentional or simply underdeveloped continues. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more K-pop updates only on Helly Heat. See you next time!